Paul, welcome back. You're with us now for the next few weeks, and you jumped in with both feet on your second day with a trip embedded with the IDF into Gaza.
Yeah, right into it, right? Parachuting me in. It was fascinating finally to be able to go there. I've been reporting on it for the better part of the year. You've been since the get-go, but to actually see it, to see that yellow line which divides Israeli territory from the Palestinian area, you know, and to see it up front and to hear what's really going on there on a daily basis was very, very eye-opening. Yeah,
and how did you feel when you were there? What were your impressions
Yeah, it's amazing where you go from this green, beautiful area, and then all of a sudden, the gates open. You go further into Gaza. It's just a dust bowl, if you will. But seeing the troops that are sort of in this riser, if you will, above where the encampment is, on a constant lookout, you know, because what's happening there, a lot of people think, well, you know, there's a ceasefire going on, so you know, all quiet on the Western Front, so to speak, but that's anything but the truth, as they're telling me that on a daily basis there's a skirmish, there's a shooting. Matter of fact, one of the IDF troops was injured just this week. So the disarmament is anything but, really, at this point.
Yeah, I know. You know, it breaks my heart, really. Israel pulled out 20 years ago, 20 plus years ago, left that place in the Palestinian hands, and it could have been like Dubai. It could have been this gorgeous resort area. The beaches are beautiful, the sea's nice there. They could have built hotels. Instead, they invested it all in weapons and death and destruction and teaching the kids the wrong things. And now this is what you get.
Yeah, it's sad. And, you know, I mentioned the tunnels in the story. They spent their money on tunnels.
Exactly.
We're talking probably the largest tunnel network in history.
Yeah.
And they're saying they haven't gotten into half of the tunnels that exist because they've only been able to find and then destroy the ones on this side of the yellow line. They have yet to go actually into Gaza on the other side of the yellow line. So really, that effort is just in the very, very beginning stages.
So what do you think? How do you think that this peace process is going to move forward? Is Hamas going to disarm on their own?
Yeah, what do you think, right? I mean, think about it for a minute. And that's been the problem. That's been the stalemate, as I said in my story, is that was part of the plan back 4 months ago. Now here we are, fast forward, and that hasn't even started yet. So now there's talk maybe it'll happen in phases, or they'll give up, you know, their larger arms and keep their weapons. Either way, when you put weapons in the hands of Hamas, death will occur. The hatred will continue. So how is that going to happen? And I think you especially know that without force, Hamas isn't simply going to say, okay, well, here you go. Everything's good. Here's our weapons. You know, we're good from here on in. Simply unrealistic.
Yeah, I know. And, you know, now they're saying, oh, we didn't agree to be disarmed, but they did. That was how Israel pulled back. But that's part of their culture, their way. And if that's already what we're seeing, what would it be if Israel pulls out completely? They're still going for their ultimate goal of destruction of Israel.
Yeah, we could see another October 7th, regardless of the kind of weaponry they have or have hidden.
Yeah, that's true. Thanks so much for joining us, Paul, and we're glad to have you back.
Always good to be back.